Twister was released in 1996, was directed by Jan De Bont, executive produced by Steven Spielberg, written by Michael Critchon, and this movie stars Bill Paxton and Helen Hunt. This movie tells a story about two scientists who try to use a tornado research device called Dorothy during a tornado outbreak in Oklahoma. This device will help to understand how tornadoes are actually formed, and they hope to develop a warning system to help people from getting hurt in the future. As always, guys, before we go any further, I want you guys to hit that subscribe button so you can follow this channel. I want you to hit that alarm bell as well so you can get notifications from me when my video is going to be uploaded. Give this video a like as well and share this video also. Twister is a guilty pleasure for me. It was polarized at the time of its release, but I personally like it. In the early days, my gym used to lend out videos, and this was one that I borrowed, and I enjoyed it. And when you look at the principal figures involved in this picture, Michael Critchon, who wrote Jurrasic Park, Steven Spielberg, who directed Jurrasic Park and is a master at the fantasy genre. And you got Jan De Bont, who directed the brilliant Speed. You put all three of these elements together and you get Twister, which is a fast-paced, entertaining and very satisfying film. This is a movie where you check your brain at the door. This is a movie that is loaded with great set pieces and brilliant visual effects. The film was praised for its visuals and its set pieces, but was criticised for its cliched script. And I agree with that. Because having looked back on this film, the chemistry between Bill Paxton and Helen Hunt was not there. These two are great actors, but for me, something just wasn't working. Bill Paxton is a brilliant dramatic actor, but there were certain scenes in the movie where I felt that his dialogue didn't land properly, especially in certain scenes where he's engaging with Helen Hunt's character. This film has strong arcs for both characters. Helen Hunt's character lost her dad in a tornado. Now she wants to find out how tornadoes work and is driven by delivering Dorothy into this tornado so she can actually find out how we can actually stop these tornadoes from actually causing more damage and actually developing an effective warning system. Bill Paxton's character is the ex-husband of Helen Hunt's character, and he wishes to move on with his life as a weatherman. And these actors are charismatic enough, but I just didn't feel that the chemistry was as strong as it could have been. We see some notable actors in this movie who will go on to do great things, namely Philip Seymour Hoffman as Rusty. Rusty is the eccentric member of the team. Philip Seymour Hoffman was known for his portrayal of playing very intense and very dark characters. This was one of the more light-hearted roles that Philip Seymour Hoffman had done. And I remember him in 1992 when he starred in A Leap of Faith alongside Steve Martin. We see Alan Ruck, another notable character actor who's known on stage and screen. Alan Ruck was known for playing the role of Cameron in one of my favourite movies, Ferris Bueller's Day Off. And he plays another member of Helen Hunt's team. But what was interesting was this marked the second collaboration between Alan Ruck and Jan De Bont, because 2 years prior, in 1994, Alan Ruck was one of the passengers in Speed. Another collaborator of Jan De Bont's was Mark Mancina, who he worked with on Speed. Mark Mancina, a brilliant composer. He's developed some fantastic scores in films such as Bad Boys, Money Train, and he works his magic here again. When I listened to the score, there were nods to John Williams in terms of the utilisation of violins and trumpets to deliver the more heroic type of theme tune. But Mark Mancina puts his stamp on the score as always with his traditional use of synthesizers, pianos and electric guitars, and it shows. And it works so well, especially during the chase sequences of the tornadoes and more of the action sequences. And there is a brilliant outro song performed by legendary rock group Van Halen. Twister was nominated for an Academy Award for Best Visual Effects and lost to Independence Day. But Twister has some excellent visual effects. Some of the visual effects in this movie do look stale now, but at the time of its release, they were outstanding. Industrial Light and Magic, Hollywood's biggest and best visual effects house, has worked its magic on this movie. The scenes where we see the tornadoes causing destruction were brilliant and were so realistic, and they still hold today. There were some scenes that didn't hold up, but again, those were done by other visual effects houses. And the sound effects in this movie as well, by Skywalker sound very crisp and very clear. Jan De Bont knows how to orchestrate fantastic set pieces, and he has done that with Twister. The chasing of the tornadoes, the destruction sequences were all handled brilliantly. Jan De Bont pushed the envelope, in particular the final sequence of the film where we see our two heroes try to deploy Dorothy, where we see tanker trucks being thrown all over the place, a house comes into the equation, so they try to avoid the tornado on foot. It was just incredible. And it was only when I finished watching this movie that I realised that the ending of Twister is pretty much identical to the ending of Speed. After our two protagonists have survived, they both end up kissing one another. Was that done intentionally? I don't know. But You do get a sense of deja vu when you watch it. But with Twister, it's not the best movie to come out from 1996, but it's certainly not the worst either. It is a very satisfying film, loaded with all the hallmarks of Spielberg. Escapism, entertainment, great visual effects, and a great story. Twister was one of the highest grossing movies of 1996, grossing over $400 million worldwide, and it was also the first movie to be released on DVD in the United States. 25 years after its release, we lost Bill Paxton, we lost Philip Seymour Hoffman, we lost Michael Critchon, and unfortunately there is talks about doing a reboot of this movie, but I don't see how they can actually capture the charm of the original. Twister is an entertaining watch, and every time I watch it, I don't get disappointed. So this is a movie that if you haven't watched it, give it a watch. So I'll give this film a very strong 7 out of 10. So guys, that's my review. As always, thank you for watching. I want you to hit that subscribe button again so you can follow this channel. Hit the alarm bell as well so you can get notifications from me when my video is going to be uploaded. Give this video a like as well. Leave your comment with, have you seen Twister and what do you think about it? What was your favourite scene? Comment down below and I shall see you all on the next film review. Take care.